Okay. All right, so we're starting on page 74 with inequalities. Now, let me give you an example for this first one. If it's less than, I'm going to write b is less than 4. B is less than 4. And then we're going to draw the symbol really big up here. Now, do y'all remember whenever we were doing equations and I said, I know this is really random, but we're going to do a number line and we're going to put the number and it doesn't make sense right now, but it'll make sense later? That time is now, okay? So antes cuando dijimos que estábamos poniendo los números en la number line and it didn't make sense, ahora sí it's going to make sense. So what number am I going to put in the middle?
4.
4, okay? 4 in the middle. What numbers come after 4? 5, 6. And before? 3, 2. Okay, so this says B is less than 4. If B is less than 4, can it be equal to 4? No. So we're going to have an open circle. So aquí vamos a poner un círculo abierto porque no puede ser igual a 4. And I'm going to write open circle. Okay? But now we need to shade. Vamos a colorear uno de los dos lados. Which side has the numbers that are less than 4? The left, the 3 and the 2. Estos números son menos que 4, so I'm going to shade just like that. Make sense? So, esto aquí dice B es menos que 4. ¿Dónde están los números que son menos que 4? En la izquierda. So, por eso coloreamos estos. Okay? Let's do the next one. This one means less than or equal to. What is the sign going to look like this time? Very good. The sign with a line underneath. Okay, and here's our example. E is less than or equal to -2. Okay, one more time. What number goes in the middle? -2. Oh, now be careful. And if you need help, there's a number line down here. What numbers come after -2?
-1. Then 0.
Good. And what comes after? Before? Good. Okay. Now, it says E is less than or equal to. Can it be equal to -2?
Yes.
Yes. It says E is less than or equal to. O puede ser igual. So what kind of circle? Good. And this is called a closed circle. So cuando tiene esta línea, quiere decir que sí puede ser igual a ese número, so sí va a estar colorado. Whenever it has that line, it means they're equal to, so we're going to have a closed circle. Okay, and now we need to figure out which way are we going to shade. Which way are we going to shade? Means less than, so which way?
Left.
To the left. Estos números, aunque se miran que son más grandes, son más negativos, so they're actually smaller. They're more negative. I know that sounds weird, but they're the bigger negative numbers on the left. Okay, now can I show you a trick?
Yes.
Okay, so whenever you're doing inequalities, as long as your variable is on the left-hand side, si tienen su variable en la izquierda, you can actually make this into an arrow. So let me draw like a little line right there. And which way am I going to shade?
That way.
To the left. So colorea para acá. What about this one?
That way.
Le pongo una línea and I'm going to shade to the left. So nos dice dónde, en qué manera vamos a colorear. Make sense? Okay, let's go on to the next one. Means greater than. If this is the less than sign, what's the greater than sign going to look like? The opposite. Other way. Means greater than, and here is your example. A is greater than 5. Okay, I'll give you 30 seconds to try that one. Make sure you think about open or closed circle and which way are you going to shade. Sophia, what number did you put in the middle? 5. 5. Numbers after 5? 6, 7, and 4, 3 on the other side. Okay. Rosario, is it going to be an open or closed circle? Open. Very good. Open circle. And Kaven, which way are you going to shade? To the right. Very good. A la derecha. And if I wasn't sure, I could have drawn my little arrow, and I know it's going to be to the right. Okay? And also, if you think about it, A has to be greater than 5. Aren't these the numbers that are greater than 5? Yes. Okay, next one. Means greater than or equal to. Good. So here's your example. Z is greater than or equal to -7. And you have 30 seconds. Make sure you use the number line if you're not sure. Okay, Syra, I put -7 in the middle. What numbers come after -7?
-6.
Syra? -6, -5. And the numbers before? -8, -9. Good. Okay, Gabriela, is this an open or closed circle? Closed circle, very good, because it's or equal to, so it can be equal to -7. And Gabriela, which way did you shade? To the right, very good. These are the numbers that are greater than or equal to -7. Nice. Give me a thumbs up if you got that correct. Okay, all right. Okay, last one, means not equal to. Which one of those signs is the one that's not equal to?
The equal sign with that.
Good. Equal sign with the line. And here's our example. M is not equal to -10.
Any number besides equal?
Besides which one?
Equal. The same number.
-10.
Besides -10. Very good. So in the middle, I've got -10. What numbers come after?
-9, -8.
Good. And before?
-11 and -12.
Good. So can it be -10?
No.
So what kind of circle? Open or closed? Open. Porque no puede ser -10. But can it be -9?
Yes.
Yes. Can it? So let me shade this side. Can it be -11?
Yes.
-12?
That's all?
So coloreamos toda la línea menos el -10. We color all the numbers both ways, just not that -10. That's what that open circle means. Not this number, but all the other numbers. Okay, any questions for me? No? All right, guys, here we go. Let's flip over to the other side and let's do some examples. Okay, now you guys are gonna like inequalities because you're gonna use the same rules as when solving equations. So van a ser los mismos pasos que usamos cuando estábamos haciendo equations. So for example, Let me write an equation up here. What was the first? 2x plus 3 equals 10. What was the first step we did when we were solving equations?
Circle the variable.
Circle the variable and its ooh, good job, Caleb. And its coefficient, and we drew a line. Los pasos van a ser iguales. So we're still gonna do this. We're gonna work from the outside to the inside of the circle and use those inverse operations. Okay? And then the other thing is make sure that at the end, put the variable on the left. And I'm going to underline it twice. That's super important. La letra tiene que estar en la izquierda al fin. So it has to be b is less than 5. X is greater than 2. That variable has to be on the left in order for our trick like this, in order for this to work. Para que podamos hacer estas en flechas, tiene que estar el variable en la izquierda. So you have to put that on the left at the very end. Okay, ready for some examples? Go ahead and grab your grading pen. This is number 1. 18 is greater than or equal to 2y. And grab your pencil. Okay, same steps. So what's the first thing we need to do?
Circle to y.
Good, Ricardo. Circle 2y and draw a line down the middle. Naomi, ¿qué vamos a hacer next? ¿Cómo? Dividiendo por 2. Dividing by 2 on both sides. What is 18 divided by 2? 9. Very good. 9. Bring down your inequality symbol. So greater than or equal to.
Oh yeah.
My 2's cancel. And this is y. Okay? Looks good, but we need to do one more thing.
Check.
Oh, with inequalities, we're actually not going to do the check this time. So con las inequalities, no vamos a hacer la check because it gets more complicated. But look right here. At the end,
With the variable on the left.
Also, you have to flip the.
Yeah,
and then you flip the
one.
thing too.
yes, very good, Carlos. Tiene que estar el variable, la letra tiene que estar en la izquierda. So we're going to flip it, but take a look right here. Which one is greater, the 9 or the y? 9. El 9 es más grande. So when we flip it, what do we also have to do with the sign? Flip it so that the same number is greater. So cuando lo volteé, todavía sigue el 9 siendo el más grande. So you have to also flip that sign with it. Does that make sense?
Yes. So
And then we do a number line.
Ooh, not every time. Only when my variable was not on the left.
Yeah.
I want the variable to be on the left. And I know they had y'all do that in 6th grade too.
And then we do number line.
Now we need to do the number line. Yes, good job, Carlos. Okay, what number goes in the middle, Luis?
9.
9. Numbers after 9, Luis?
10 and 11. Yeah, you're totally loose.
Okay, numbers before?
8 and 7.
All right, is this going to be open or closed circle?
Close.
How do we know?
Equal.
It has the or equal to. Cuando tiene esta línea, va a estar coloreada. Va a ser closed circle. And which way?
Both.
To the left side.
To the left. Good. If I'm not sure, I can make my line right here. Y va a ser a la izquierda. Any questions for me?
How come you shaved it in last year? They just told us to flecha.
This is how you'll see it more often. Any questions? Yes, Ricardo.
Pero dice que sí me salió. Porque sí
porque sí es igual. Sí. Pero no se tiene que hacer. Si quieres, luego te puedo explicar por qué. Okay, guys, here's number 2, and this one you're going to do on your own. Number 2, this is 2x plus 10 is greater than negative 10. I'll give you about a minute to try this one on your own. Don't forget, same signs. Okay, let's see. So I did my circle and line. Yasin, if I put my finger right here, what do I need to do first on both sides? Subtract 10. What do we need to do first? Subtract 10. I saw some people try to divide by 2. Put your finger right here. We need to get rid of the 10 first. Okay, 10 minus 10. Cross, those are 0. I get 2x. Bring down the sign. Don't forget that sign. Same signs or different signs?
Same sign.
Same signs. Add and keep. So what kind of 20?
20.
Negative.
Add and keep the sign. So negative 20. Okay, and then what's the last step?
You divide.
Divide by
Negative
2.
10.
Divide by what? By 2. Very good. I could do my triangle here. What kind of 10? Negative 10. Okay, is my variable on the left?
No.
Sí, la X está en la izquierda, so estamos bien. I can put a box around it. And what do I need to do next? Number line.
Number line.
Okay, make sure if you made any mistakes, you can fix them right now. All right, I've got negative 10 in the middle. What numbers come after negative 10?
Negative 9.
Good.
Negative 8.
Good, Yasin. And numbers before?
Negative 12.
Good. Okay, Sophia, open or close circle?
Open.
Sophia? Open. Very good. It can't be negative 10. And Jalen, which way are you going to shade? To the right, yes. These are the numbers that are greater than negative 10. And I could make my arrow if I needed to. All right, any questions so far? No? Okay, now here's the catch. There's one more thing that you might see in these problems. So I'll make a note right here. Vamos a hacer una nota. Hay algo más que van a ver in inequalities. When you multiply or divide, by a negative number, you have to flip the sign. I'm going to underline that twice. So cuando multiplicamos o dividimos por un número negativo, vamos a voltear el sign again. Okay, let's see what this looks like. So here's our number 3. Negative 3x plus 4 is less than or equal to 16. Okay, again, we'll treat it just like any other problem. Luis, what do you want to circle?
I'm gonna circle negative 3x.
Beautiful. And put the line in the middle. All right, Kayla, what are we going to do first?
We are going to minus 4.
What does that mean?
Subtract 4.
There you go. Subtract 4 from both sides. Okay, those cancel. I bring down what's left. So traigo lo que se queda para abajo. Negative 3x less than or equal to 12. Okay, now what do we need to do next? Divide by?
Negative.
Divide by what?
Negative.
What kind of 3?
Negative.
Negative. We are dividing by a negative, so what's going to happen?
Flip and a flip.
Flip the sign. Okay, so vamos a dividir por negativo 3. Cuando dividimos por un número negativo, vamos a voltear el sign. So these cancel. Now I have x, and we got to flip it. So it's going to be greater than or equal to
4.
triangle. What kind of 4? Negative 4. Does that make sense? So see how this number on the bottom was negative? That means I'm going to have to flip that sign. And then this is our final answer. Oh, is the variable on the left? Yes. So put a box around it. Okay, and last thing we need to do is the number line. Okay, here's my negative 4. What comes after negative 4?
Negative 3, negative 2.
Good. And before?
Negative 9 and negative 6.
Good. Okay, Luis, open or close circle?
Close.
Closed. How do you know?
Because there's a line under it.
Good. There's a line underneath. Cuando tiene esa línea, va a ser cerrado. And class, do we shade to the left or to the right? To the right. Very good. Any questions for me? Kayla, what's your question? Okay. All right. Now, you might have noticed something. Whenever we multiply or divide by a negative, I said you have to flip the sign. But on this one, like on number 2, technically we divided a negative right here, but we didn't flip the sign. And that's because we only care about the number that we're dividing by. So notice how we're dividing by 2. What kind of 2 is this? Positive. So aunque este sea negativo, nosotros nos importa el que estamos dividiendo por. So we care about the one on the bottom. That's why we didn't flip the sign here. But on number 3, what kind of 3 is this? Negative 3. We're dividing by negative 3. That's when we flip the sign. Does that make sense? Okay, so it's only the number that we're dividing by. Importa el número que estamos dividiendo por. En este estábamos dividiendo por positivo 2, so no se tiene que voltear. We only care about this one. Okay, last one, you guys, and you're going to do this one on your own. Here is number 4. Negative 25 is less than negative 4x plus 7. This is a good problem. It sort of puts it all together for you.
Oh, same signs. So the 18 is gonna on both sides. Same signs or different signs? Okay.
All right, guys, let's see. I did my circle and line. Manu, what did you do next? -7, very good. On both sides. Okay, I know that these cancel. -25 and -7. Same signs or different signs? Same signs. Add and keep. I saw a lot of people subtract those. Same signs, add and keep. So -32 is less than,
-4x.
good. Okay, now what are we going to divide by?
4 is 4.
What kind of 4?
-4.
Divide by -4. So what is that going to do to our sign?
It's gonna be negative.
Change.
What is that going to do to our sign?
Positive number.
When we divide by a negative, what's that going to do to our sign?
That's gonna flip.
Okay, -32 divided by -4, +8. Flip the sign, and now I have my x. Okay, give me a thumbs up if you got this far. Okay, is this our final answer?
Nope.
We need to do one more thing.
Those are lines. You're gonna flip it.
Flip it, so x is less than 8. Remember, when you flip the x and you put it on this side, well, now we need to flip the sign too. The 8 has to be the bigger number both times. Okay, give me another thumbs up if you got this far. Ooh, we lost some people. Okay, all right, let's do our number line. I've got 8, 9, 10, 7, and 6. Okay, Yasin, open or close circle?
Open.
Open circle, very good. And Duma, which way am I going to shade? To the left. Very good. If I put a line there, I know that I'm going to shade to the left.